Well, what do we have here? Brick lady charged? Oh my goodness. Now I'm gonna need all the women to speak up and apologize to the men that y'all demonize, because this story right here is the reason why my last TikTok account was taken down. Like, I had thousands on thousands of women commenting, reporting my page, saying it was hate speech and all this other crazy stuff. Like I said, I need my apology.
What is good, YouTube family? It's your boy Rashad with the Black Anomaly Rising Channel. So, after all this time, it all culminates back to a lie again. We got another juicy Smollett situation. Carlee Russell. Okay? It seems like this whole victimhood is just getting totally out of control. It's like the victimhood Olympics, as some might say. Who's the bigger victim? It's like it's a contest. It's so much of a contest, people literally gotta make it up. Because essentially, that is what happened. So if y'all remember the brick lady, I meant to do a video about this lady for, it was like forever ago. It was around the time I first started this channel, but there was just so much going on, and I was just kind of eager to just kind of get the video just rocking and rolling and just kind of get started. And so many news stories kept coming in. It's just kind of how the news works. I didn't have time to do it because it's a one-man show over here. But now's the time. It's the perfect time, as a matter of fact, because now, I hopefully won't get dragged for this, because it has come out that she was a fraud. She's fake. She BS'd everyone. She tricked y'all. Y'all were bamboozled. Okay? Now, I knew this from the beginning because, in general, the way that my mind works, 99% of the time, I need proof and evidences. Okay? That doesn't mean I never, ever believe anything without any evidence, because, of course, I can see certain things that point toward a certain conclusion, and then I can have an opinion that, oh, I think whatever happened. But in a case like this, somebody just like, oh, somebody hit me, right? Somebody wants to, make this crazy spectacle. The first thing you do is jump on Instagram and start complaining and dragging black men and all of this stuff. I'm definitely not going to believe something like that. Didn't believe the Carlee Russell thing. Didn't believe Jussie Smollett. I don't believe none of that stuff. I got to see video evidence. Of course, I'm not going to deny a video, but if it's just like, guess what happened to me? I'm a victim, internet. Everybody watch me and feel sorry for me and drag this particular group of people, be it white folks, be it black men, whomever, I'm not going to buy it. And for good reason. As you can see, we about to react to this video here where she's been caught red-handed being a complete crook and fraud, and now that is on police record, there's no more denying it. It's over. Without further ado, let's get into it.
The woman at the center of a viral video who claimed a man threw a brick at her head because she would not give him her phone number is now wanted by Houston police. This story got national attention after that woman live streamed what she claimed was the aftermath on Instagram and started a GoFundMe. Only KPRC2's Bryce Newberry is talking.
That's suspicious from the beginning. The first thing you do is hop on the internet. Like, you gotta be kidding me. You not no police, no nothing. You gonna hop on the internet and they complain about the black men. You're not even dragging the person who did it to you. You gonna drag people who presumably wasn't paying attention, don't got nothing to do with you. Like, y'all see the problem here? Why is it always black men's fault?
With the prosecutor on this case tonight, he joins us live near the Galleria with the latest. Bryce.
Daniela, Houston police got called to this street in September, and when they arrived, the woman seen in that viral video told them that an Uber driver threw a brick at her head and then tried to kidnap her. But tonight, she has become the focus of this criminal investigation because Houston police say the surveillance footage captured by cameras on this street doesn't match her story.
Yo, this man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just watched.
This video, with more than 1 million likes on the Shade Room's Instagram page, captured the moments after what appeared to be
what do you expect to happen to begin with? So, like, let's say the black men did see what happened. You just expect like every dude on the street to just come right in and just white knight for you, huh? I don't know if y'all were actually paying attention to what this lady was saying before, but essentially prior to this, she was dogging out black men and speaking very negatively of black men in general and saying that we don't even need black men. It's okay to be critical of a group that you are associated with or commonly interact with, but the way that she was doing it, I don't think was constructive. It was more so of a put down rather than a, hey, we can do better type of mentality. So as far as I'm concerned, if I was there and I did witness it, I wouldn't have did a dang thing either. That's just me.
Brutal attack in West Houston.
Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face?
The woman is 33-year-old Roda Osman.
What have I ever done to anybody in my life to deserve this?
Seen here in tears in a hospital gown.
She told the detective that responded that she was hit in the head with a brick after she refused to give her phone number to a guy on the street.
And was that verified by any of the evidence that detectives looked at?
No. That was not verified.
Harris County prosecutor Keith Houston says surveillance videos from that early September morning show Osman hitting a man first.
Wow.
So she's the one who, she was the aggressor.
She was the aggressor, yes.
And it was a water bottle that hit her, not a brick?
He did have a water bottle in his hand, and we think that's what left the mark.
According to court documents, she asked someone else to launch this GoFundMe for her recovery, raising more than $42,000. But as the story went viral, a blogger on TikTok called police, alerting them to this 2020 GoFundMe, which claimed a vicious assault by a security guard in Minneapolis.
Detective Thornton verified with Minneapolis police that there was no assault done at that time. It was completely fictional.
Prosecutors allege theft by deception and believe she would have received all that money had the campaign not been shut down.
The violence that I have suffered since September 3rd is just unbelievable. I can't even believe I'm here. They try to leave me for dead.
In an Instagram story posted Wednesday, Osman addressed those who have doubted her.
I actually have things going on in my life. I actually have real ways to make money. I don't have to get a GoFundMe for money. I actually can earn income because I'm actually educated and I actually am talented.
So now you got somebody that not only you was talking about you got hit in the face with a brick, which they're saying video proves that never happened, but now you're saying that they tried to leave you for dead. In what world is being hit one time, not from what I can tell, not even a direct hit, leaving you for dead? She had plenty of energy to sit up there and start her Instagram up to just start complaining. I mean, it looked like a pretty big bruise, but for all intents and purposes, it did not look even close to life-threatening. So what in the world is this lady even talking about? And then she's trying to pull a Jussie Smollett. Oh, I didn't have to do this. I got talents and I can make money. Like, girl, we ain't trying to hear it. We already know. It says 2-time scammer. Okay, it don't say one time and we just confused. Like, no, they did an investigation. They saw the video. You was lying. You caught. You busted. It's over.
And tonight, a spokesperson for GoFundMe telling KPRC2 GoFundMe has zero tolerance for the misuse of our platform. The fundraiser has been removed from the platform. All donors have been refunded, and Roda Osman has been banned from using the platform for any future fundraisers. Osman did not respond when I reached out to her on Instagram this evening. Tonight, she is wanted here in Harris County on that theft charge. Anyone with information on her whereabouts can report that to Houston Police. We're live near the Galleria. I'm Bryce Newberry, KPRC 2 News.
So there you have it. You mean to tell me that it's not the black man's fault? You mean to tell me that a woman is capable of lying? A black woman is capable of lying? Of course. I mean, this is not a big shocker. I knew that the truth would come out in this story, especially after it got these massive headlines. And to be honest with you, I think that probably nothing would have happened to this person if it didn't result in a GoFundMe. Do I think people really care about men being dragged online to begin with? I mean, no. Like, that's just how society is. I mean, anything related to men and creating trauma for men and men's issues is essentially ignored and in some cases even suppressed on online websites, including even YouTube. There's some things that are suppressed on the platform, right? So this is something where nobody really cares about the men and putting down black men, except for people like me. And I do think that a lot of these women should be ashamed of themselves. And yeah, they absolutely should apologize or say something, say they were wrong, they were deceived. and maybe they should be more considerate of a different perspective besides that of the crying wolf black woman 99% of the time just always believing them. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever seen any scenario like this where a lot of people don't believe the woman. As a matter of fact, they usually almost always believe the woman almost every time. So, which is just foolish to continually do the same thing over and over again and continually be wrong over and over again. The real issue here was the fact that they started this GoFundMe, even if they said a friend started it for them. I would 100% believe that it was probably a friend who was in on it, probably was going to get a cut of it, you know, some sort of big scheme. This is at least minimum 2-time criminal here. Okay, we're not talking about just some innocent woman. And no, I'm not going to try to cover for some black woman who is doing wrong. I don't cover for black men doing wrong on this channel. If you've been watching this channel for long enough, you know anybody could get hit by these courts. In this case, I mean, this is just blatant and foolish, and literally nothing about it adds up. Like, when you look at their story, they were saying something about it was like a dark colored vehicle, but apparently it was a white Maserati. Like, right, this is all written up like in the police report and stuff. So it's like nothing about their story adds up. It was an Uber driver at first, but then it turns out it was like their friend, like this lady Osman's friend. So not an Uber driver, but a friend. So somebody who she was at least at minimum dating, or you know, maybe somebody who she had recently met and had went out with, maybe at the club or something. Either way, it wasn't just some Uber driver, okay? And then she said something about trafficking. I won't say the full name of it, but none of that stuff is true. All that stuff was just completely made up so that she could concoct this entire story, get some money out of it, and become the world's greatest victim, because everybody knows we're in the Victim Olympics, where it's the biggest, craziest, most competitive competition, maybe the most competitive competition I've ever seen in my life, for who could be the world's greatest victim. So competitive to where you gotta make up a story to be a victim, because there's not enough supply of victims to go around with the demand. The demand is very high. Like, no, you're not the victim. I'm a much bigger victim than you. Like, I worked really hard to come up with that story and convince everybody. I worked really hard to get them tears to come out on demand. You know, to get my facts straight. I spent a long time talking to my friend so that we had the same story to tell the police. Okay, I did a lot of Instagram stories. And I worked really hard to convince all those people to take my side and shield for me constantly. Take other people's channels down. Drag men. I worked really hard to get this whole thing going and get it snowballing. I deserve to win the Victim Olympics. It's truly pathetic that this is the world we live in, where everybody, it's like, why the heck does nobody feel empowered from the truth? Why does it have to be a lie? This lady should feel ashamed of herself, and hopefully, you know, maybe these things will keep happening. And if they do, I'm hoping that people see videos like this, and I'm sure the countless others. I've already seen there's plenty of other videos out with people talking about this very subject. Hopefully other people see stuff like this, and they know it's in their spirit, like they just want to come up with some concoction, this crazy story so bad, right? And maybe they feel like they're so smart they're going to get away with it. You know how these people think, like, oh, I'm smarter than them. They were stupid. I'm smarter than them. I'm going to get away with it, right? And then, of course, they fail, like everybody does, right? Hopefully people think about this. They see stuff like this foolishness, and they'll think like, oh, I don't want that to be me. I don't want to be embarrassed, humiliated, looking dumb because I made up some story and got busted. I don't want to go to jail. Let that be a lesson to her. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new. I appreciate y'all watching the Black Anomaly Rising channel.